Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We're here at Chris's garage, and tell them what I did, Chris.
What'd you do?
No, you tell them.
Oh man, you made a mistake.
Let me show you. So we ended up buying another WJ. I saw this on Facebook Marketplace for a steal, and I had to go check it out. So this is a 2003 Jeep Grand Cherokee Limited. Now you can see it has the side steps. Chris wants those, so we're gonna put it on his Jeep.
Yeah, my mom can't get in my Jeep.
Yeah, his mom can't get in, so we kind of need those for her. And one of the things that I saw that caught my eye when I saw the ad is this is a Jeep Grand Cherokee with the quadra drive, so all four wheels will spin up to like 31s, 32s. And then this one is what caught my eye. V8 4.7 HO. So when I saw that, I was like, let me go check it out. So this Jeep was on the marketplace for 10 minutes when I hit the person up. And that day, I was supposed to go to LA for the Chargers game. This was a couple weeks ago. And I was supposed to leave in like 2 hours for the game. And I hit up my friend. I was like, yo, I actually hit up Chris first. He didn't answer.
I was sleeping.
He was sleeping, and I hit up my other friend. I'm like, yo, we gotta go check this out before we leave. We drive all the way down, probably like 40-minute drive. It's not that far. And we saw the Jeep, and it does have some issues, so I'll go over that with you right now. But I ended up picking it up. The owner did not help me out on the price too much, so I pretty much paid what she wanted, but it's still a good deal. So let me show you everything that's wrong with it. So the first main issue with this Jeep, which was in the ad, the owner said that it was happening. So what's going on with this? And we believe it's the gearbox. Chris said that. It'll turn left all the way, but right, it actually went all the way right there, but usually it gets stuck like around here. Sometimes it goes all the way, sometimes it doesn't, so we're gonna get that fixed. Another thing that doesn't work is the radio. There's no audio, so we're gonna check that. I've had it before where it was just the radio that was the issue, so we can always replace that, not a big deal. Another issue is the interior lights don't work, they don't turn on, so we're gonna have to figure that out. So the reason why the interior lights fuse was gone was because the lights stay on, and I'm not sure what's causing it. We checked all the wiring in the doors, not that. The switch, you turn it all the way off, stays on. So if you guys have any suggestions for that, Chris was saying BCM from some Google searches, so maybe it's that. I don't know. What do you guys think it is? And when I got the Jeep, 157,000 miles, it did not have the check engine light. This Jeep was parked for 3 months, the lady said. The battery was dead, so we jumped it. So I think that's why I didn't show the check engine light. But the reason it had the check engine light, I actually went to go get the Jeep smogged. In California, you have to smog the car so you can register it. And the guy told me that it needed to be driven more, which means the codes were cleared. So I was driving around, and yesterday the light came on, so we went ahead and checked it. Chris checked it. He found the issues. First one was one of the lines to the evap in the rear. It was cracked. I don't know if you guys can hear that hissing, but it sounds like it's coming from the evap in the bumper area. So we're gonna go ahead and check that. World's best YouTube mechanic right here.
Shit, for real.
He found the leak. There's one of the lines going up to the gas tank area right here. It's kind of hard to see.
Oh, it's kind of hard to reach too. Damn, dude, is this thing lifted?
It needs to be lifted. So we found a little cut in the line, so we're gonna trim that part off, and then hopefully that does it. Oh, that line does go to the evap.
Yeah,
it does go this way. All right, let's see if it still makes that leak. Hey, the leak is gone, my guy.
let's go.
It only took some dirt to the face.
Only a little bit, and some greasy hands. Look at this.
Look at this. Not bad, dude. Hey, now we can smog it. California legal, baby. And here is the 4.7 HO. The second leak we had was this line right here going into the intake. We also have this line here that was off of the intake right here. It's kind of hard to see, but we're gonna have to trim this up. I think the hole is too big, so it just keeps sliding off. So we're gonna trim it a little, stick it back on. That was popped all the way off, which is crazy because the Jeep was still running really good. Drove home fine, but yeah, we did have that issue. You did hear a loud like sucking noise like from the vacuum, so I think that was it. In here, it looks like it's had a new alternator replaced and a new water pump. Didn't overheat. I made sure of that before I paid. I left it idling there for like 10 minutes just to be sure. The battery was bad. We threw in Chris's battery since his Jeep is down right now. What?
Hey, don't make fun of my Jeep.
I'm not making fun of your Jeep. I'm saying you hooked it up with the battery.
Oh. Because my Jeep's wet.
Your Jeep is down. So yeah, we checked that. That was good. Obviously, I checked the fluids when I went to purchase it. I did notice the bushings on the axle were a little bit worn, so we're gonna have to replace those. The bumper here has a little bit of damage, not a biggie. A little bit of damage here. The crazy thing about like stock Jeeps like this is you can't really get under there like you can when they're lifted. So those are some issues. We also have the rear brake light issue where when you step on the brakes, these two turn on, this one doesn't. It turns off. So we're gonna have to fix that. It's just some tabs. Simple. The rear bumper here is definitely cracked. Probably have to replace that. Oh, it's kind of hard to see under here, but we do have a leak on the transfer case and on the transmission pan that we have to fix. I don't think that's such a big deal. Just a couple gaskets. So you can see the transmission right there, pan. It's coated with a little bit of oil. There on the front diff, the diff cover needs a new gasket, so we're gonna have to do that. The headlights, we can polish them or replace them. That's not a big deal. And also the valve cover on this side was leaking a little bit, not a lot. So like I said, it's not a lot of big deal, or it's not a lot of big issues, but we definitely have to fix it, make sure it's solid. And this does have these right here, so that means it was on the back of an RV. It has all the things that you need to connect it, like the power, and I believe these are for the brakes. I'm not sure. I've never used one of those systems, so that's something I think I'll just remove. The interior is super clean. It does have the seat position and the lumbar switch, which none of our Jeeps have, right? Nope. None. So that's pretty dope. It has the dual climate control, and obviously one of the buttons is broken through, so we're gonna have to replace that. We do have a sunroof, so I really like sunroofs, even though I never use them. It's just cool to have. Clean title on this Jeep as well. White gauges. We got the rear here, also pretty clean. We are missing the headrest here, so I'm gonna have to find a matching one like this one. Not a big deal. And here's the back, super clean. We don't have the cover, but I think I'll take it from my Jeep and put it in here, since this will be my daily later on. It'll be Chris's daily once we fix it. We do have the 6-disc changer. Never gonna use that. On this piece here, we are missing this cover, which when people take this off is because the door got stuck or something. So I think that's what happened. These are here because we just fixed the leak. Chris just fixed the leak, actually. Full-size spare. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the Jeep. Overall, I think this is really clean. I mean, what do you think, Chris?
Good steel.
Good steel?
Yeah.
But I mean, overall, I think the Jeep is in really good condition for the age it is. You know, these are 20-year-old Jeeps, so they are gonna have some issues, but for the most part, this thing is clean, dude. So now for the Jeep, I don't know what the plans are. I kind of want to keep it stock, or maybe even lower it like Martin built, just because I want this to be a daily. I don't want this to go down to 10 miles per gallon like my Jeep. So I don't know. Chris, what do you think about that idea? Chris doesn't like it.
I don't like it. It's a horrible idea. I told him at least 2-inch lift, and I told him I have some spare 32s in the back.
If I do 2-inch lift, it's definitely not getting 32s because the fenders are going to get messed up.
Well, he's not off-roading it either.
I don't know. I kind of don't want to lift it, but you guys tell me down below what you would do with this Jeep. I don't think I'll sell this. I don't think I'll flip it. If anything, I would trade up for a WK with the 5.7 cash on my end, or trade it for a ZJ 5.9 straight trade. I'm gonna fix this up. We're gonna make it solid. So that's my only options. I don't think I would sell this. I'd rather just drive it. So anyways, that'll be it for today's video. What do we say, Chris?
Peace.
Peace.